Chapter 7, Food Service Design. So at the end of this chapter, the student can first describe what is food service design. Second, discuss what is a food service consultant. Third, identify the food service design criteria. And fourth, identify the factors to consider in food service design. So first, what is a food service design? So design is a key element that can contribute by adding values to both operations and guests. So in hospitality and tourism facilities, design is a very important element since we are into people, attracting tourists and guests, in which design design give a valuable to both operations and the tourist or a guest. So, according to Buchanan 2001, design is the human power to conceive, plan, and produce products that human beings in order to achieve their individual and collective goals. So, according to him, is the design is the human power because we are um, into conceiving. We are capable of conceiving, planning, and produce products. So this is also one of the contributor. Design also is one of the contributor to the overall experience of the guest at a destination, both tangibles and intangibles. Tangibles are such as the architecture, decor, and furnishing. Same with the intangible, which such as the ambience of the establishment. So it, uh, it also relates to individuals, highlighting the critical of the design to the hospitality and tourism industry. So, what is a food service consultant? A food service consultant is can expertly direct an owner from a variety of manufacturers to an assortment of equipment. It is also qualified to identify and pick close future problems and saving money and trouble for the owner. So, so a food service consultant, um, it guides the owner to an array of equipment from a variety of manufacturers. Since the food service consultant is expertly in that area, he or she allows only for the most applicable and efficient equipment to add to the establishment. So the food service consultant they are also trained to define and address deficiencies and potential issues, saving the owner money and hassles. So, there are two main types of food service consultant. First is the management advisory services consultant, or the MAS, and the food service design consultant. So, within these two areas, every consultant has an expertise that he or she is specialized in. So, the management advisory services consultant can help clients establish concept, menu development, and staffing. So, for example, owner who have an idea of what they want their food service space to achieve should look for a consultant that specializes in that area. So owners who want a complete renovation or are new to food services might want to start with a management advisory services or a mass consultant. So while the service design consultant listen to the needs of the owner and then converts it into the room of the right size to fit the latest. So, so if the design consultant listens to the owner needs and then translate that into a space of the proper size to accommodate the um, best and most applicable equipment. So designing the space for the equipment. So a design consultant also can explain to clients what spaces they need, such as the preparation areas and offices, in order for the space to serve its extended purpose effectively. Criteria. So it is the layout and design of operation affects variables such as the expense of the operation, the picture presented to the visitors for the operations, the movement of goods from ship to service. So, layout and design is of a full service operation are the two of the main factors in the restaurant success. So, so, if the design and layout of the operation, there are several variables that must be considered that will either lead to or impede the operation in success. For example, the chain restaurants, like like the Chili's, Red Lobster, McDonald's, they are into run many restaurants. So they have the ability to try out many designs. So they simply duplicate them for.
So this is the continuation of Charity's report, Factors to Consider in Food Service Design. The profile of the guest, average number of guests per day, maximum number of guests per day, business pattern, guest length of stay at food service operation, financial constraint of the operation, type of menu and type of menu choices, amount of money customers is willing to spend for the meal, the size of the building, the ratio of kitchen to dining room space, the capacities of the equipment, type of seating, meals served. For example, is breakfast, lunch, dinner, or should I say breakfast and lunch and dinner, or pwede pod kanira tanan. Then location. So, mo ni siya ang factors nga dapat i-consider in food service design. So, the challenge. Find a design that reflects the concept, allows workers to do their jobs, provide customers with what they want and desire, and falls within the budget. Care must be taken so that the facility's cost is not greater than what the operation can afford to pay. So, in terms of food service design, so mag-ian dyan nato niya ang mga challenges. So kinahanglan nimo if mag-make ka og design sa imong food service, kinahanglan i-reflect nimo siya sa team or sa ana nga event, dapat mo fit siya. So the goal of design is to balance the cost with the income potential, make it appealing to attract guests, Allocate space so it is comfortable. Show imagination and creativity. Be efficient in both space and energy use. Be both safe and sanitary. Balance between practicality and appearance. The atmosphere is pleasing and complements the decor. So mao ni sila ang imuhang goal of design para mahimong attractive and successful ang imuhang food service design. So, a properly designed facility is both visually pleasing and operational. The kitchen is large enough to serve the number of seats in the dining. The kitchen has the equipment necessary to prepare the items on the menu. The capacity of the equipment is sufficient to handle the volume of business. The colors and lighting in the dining room are complementary and enhance the dining experience. So, mao ni siya ang sa properly designed facility nato. Point to consider. Menu, type, size, variety, the budget, size, ties to feasibility of the operation. And these are the points we need to consider, and this is the end of my assigned topic.
Spare helps to encourage repeat clients when dining customer judge more than the quality of food and service. They judge the environment in a more subconscious manner than the other variables operation. A poorly planned atmosphere of discomfort is definitely noticed. So, sa ma-observe na to ma'am, especially sa mga resto, so they provide a great ambience ma'am, especially to the customers kay isa jud ang atmosphere nga kuan jud makita dayon sa kuan ug ma-feel dayon sa mga customers. So it's importante jud ni siya like nice kayo ang view sa like duol siya sa dagat. So importante jud ni siya kay mahangin na mag-provide lang ka kanang natural lang source sa kabugnaw, di na kay no need to use aircon. So mato example man. So next is factors of atmosphere, appearance. For the visual appeal, practicality, and durability, furnishing need to be selected. So, sa kuha ni kumuna ni siyang appearance. So, sa gawas pa, in and out, importante dyan ni siya ang may nanindot kayo design, nga magpuan yung kag uniqueness sa imong o kanang tawag logo sa imong hotel, imong like business or restaurant kay aron kanang maka-attract jud sa customers. Then sound. The sound in food service operation are some intentional, some unintentional, some from many sources. So, kuha na siya, mostly dyan nato nakasulod naman mga restaurant na dyan siya gawin mga music lang, ginagmay, aron ang customer dili boringan. Then others can either complement the dining experience or detract from it. Customers will notice the smell of stale beer, smoke, or disinfectants and discourage the dining experience. So others, especially mo ikuan man nila ni sa sulod, pero sa sulod medyo mild lang kay batim ko ng grabing odors. And yes, sa comfort room po importante jud ni siya nga mas molis nga jud ang baho sa odors, like not odors sa human, like pabango. Yes, then the color of walls and furniture affect how we perceive them. Yes, the color is kuan jud siya importante kay aron mo siya mas maghatag og appeal and attraction sa customers. Then yes, lastly, fast food restaurant do not wish to encourage guests to stay for a long period of time in dining room. Bright colors and lights do not allow guests to stay for a long time. So, muna fast food restaurants, muna siya to mga Jollibee, McDo, kanang nana lang siya nga restaurant nga. You don't need to stay for a long period of time kay ana maguna siya sa garangod. And comfort level, the satisfaction of guests is affected by several variables, some more apparent than the others. Reading room temperature level contributes to the diner's comfort level. Thank you. That's our kuan ma'am in sa mong report.